Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, Pipistrel says Airbus nixed their attempt to be the first across the channel. Able flight pilots to be recognized at AirVenture. Airbus introduces the eco-friendly Bluecopter. I'm Bree Cross. It is July 9th, 2015, and this is Airborne Unlimited. Yesterday, we presented a story about the Airbus E-Fan airplane making plans to be the first to cross the English Channel and return uncharged. But Michael Coates, the Master Distributor for Pipistrel USA, says that Airbus used its clout to prevent the smaller company from achieving that historic milestone with their Pipistrel airplane on Tuesday, July 7th. In a communication sent to Aero-News, Coates said that bad sportsmanship displayed by Siemens and Airbus led to the cancellation of that attempt and that, quote, "I have no other alternative than to let you know what is happening behind the scenes to stop Pipistrel's French dealer, Finesse Max, historic attempt, and Aviation Adventure," end quote. Coates claims that when Airbus saw that Pipistrel was going to make a round-trip channel crossing before their own electric-powered E-Fan airplane, they managed to flex their muscle with Siemens, who are supplying motors to Pipistrel, and have the Pipistrel motor agreement immediately terminated. Coates further claims that Siemens then requested the immediate seizure of the engine before the channel crossing could be attempted by Pipistrel. These are serious charges by Coates, who has always given us the straight skinny in the past. ANN will keep you posted on further news regarding this. The Able Flight program shows what can be achieved as 6 new Able Flight pilots received their wings on Tuesday, July 21st at EAA AirVenture. Special guests will include Aviation Hall of Fame inductee Patty Wagstaff, Able Flight pilot Jessica Cox, and AOPA President Mark Baker. The Able Flight class of 2015 includes a pilot who was born without hands or feet, who earned his ATP rating through Able Flight, 2 pilots who are quadriplegics, 1 who is a paraplegic, and another who is a wounded veteran. Each of the 6 pilots will also be honored individually as recipients of scholarships provided by AOPA, Bombardier 4Flight, Jet Aviation, Shell Aviation, and Tempest. Now in its 8th year of providing full-ride flight training scholarships and mentoring for people with physical disabilities, Able Flight has 45 licensed pilots, including several who have earned multiple pilot certificates. Now in its 6th year of partnering with Purdue University's Department of Aviation Technology, Able Flight has a 100% success rate. After the break, a new Airbus helicopter demonstrator is efficient and eco-friendly.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
The KSN 770 is an affordable, WAS-enabled integrated MFD with a flexible hybrid user interface from Bendix King. Get your fingers on the 770's perfect blend of touchscreen and hard buttons. Easily control your GPS navigation, Navcom, weather, traffic, and terrain in any condition. For more information, go to bendixking.com.
Redbird is quickly becoming the industry standard for flight training. Since Redbird introduced its revolutionary FMX in 2007, colleges, universities, and flight training operations around the world have integrated Redbird products into their curriculum. It's time to discover what Redbird can do for you. Join the migration.
AML's patent-pending wireless induction charging system eliminates confusion over those charging cables, cuts down cockpit cable clutter, and allows you and your passengers to fly cordless and eliminate the cable nightmare. www.aviationmodificationleaders.com.
Welcome back. If you have a story suggestion for Airborne Unlimited, Aero-TV, our website, or podcast, just email to news-spy@aero-news.net. A quieter and more fuel-efficient future for rotorcraft flight has been unveiled by Airbus Helicopters with its Bluecopter demonstrator, which has validated leading-edge technologies ranging from an advanced fenestron, improved rotor and airframe design, to intelligent engine power management. Using one of the company's light-medium twin-engine rotorcraft as the demonstrator platform, Bluecopter incorporates transversal technologies that can be applied across Airbus Helicopters' product line. Airbus claims they have met their goals of decreasing fuel consumption by as much as 40%, significantly reducing CO2 emissions, and lowering noise to approximately 10 decibels below ICAO noise certification limits, while raising the maximum payload and passenger comfort. During the cruise, the Bluecopter can be switched to an eco-friendly mode by shutting off one engine. The remaining engine operates more efficiently and the fuel consumption is drastically reduced. The eco mode is based on an automatic control system that assists the crew and ensures safe operation of the aircraft. It's Thursday, which means that it's time for an Aero Community Update, highlighting news and information about the incredible people and organizations that populate the Airborne Partnership Initiative behind Airborne Unlimited. The Aircraft Electronics Association, known as the AEA, is part of our Airborne Partnership Initiative team, and their presence is felt in all areas of aviation. As avionics continues to become an important and indispensable subcomponent of modern aircraft, common representation of the avionic industry and those who support it also becomes critically important. That's where the AEA fits into this picture. Founded in 1957, the Aircraft Electronics Association represents nearly 1,300 member companies in 43 countries, including government-certified international repair stations, specializing in maintenance repair and installation of avionics and electronic systems in general aviation aircraft. The AEA membership also includes the manufacturers of aviation equipment, instrument repair facilities, instrument manufacturers, airframe manufacturers, test equipment manufacturers, major distributors, engineers, and educational institutions. As we move towards changes in our entire navigation system, the AEA stands strong to represent the avionics industry and serve the aviation community. After these messages, Embry-Riddle Aeronautics University Worldwide shares their accident investigation expertise.
Concorde's recombinant gas RG series sealed battery technology produces a high-performance battery with the advantages of being pre-tested and fully charged at the factory. Find out more about Concorde's entire line of batteries at www.concordebattery.com. Concorde, the heart of your aircraft.
Now certified, Aspen Avionics single-band ADS-B ATX100 and ATX100G transceivers are the next-gen ADS-B solution that provides the features pilots need while keeping flyaway costs low. Check it out now at aspenavionics.com.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip with integral backup battery. Safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
Welcome back. With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're summarizing some other interesting stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Worldwide will share their accident investigation expertise this fall during a free open online course. Registration for the aircraft accident investigation is limited and will open July 20th. The course runs from August 17th to September 13th. The U.S. government has filed paperwork in a federal court to seize a helicopter owned by a San Antonio truck sales firm, citing ties to a Mexican drug cartel. The aircraft is identified only as a 1991 Eurocopter France model. Sailors from Helicopter Sea Combat Squadron 25 conducted a search and rescue operation on Guam looking for 5 missing hikers. The successful rescue was a collaborative effort between the U.S. Navy and Coast Guard and the Guam Fire Department and Police Department. Boeing airline customers, industry partners, and community leaders joined together Tuesday to celebrate Boeing's donation of the first 787-8 Dreamliner flight test airplane to Centrair International Airport in Nagoya. The airliner will remain on permanent display at the airport. The National Association of State Aviation Officials has appointed Mark Kimberling as their new manager of government relations. Kimberling will be key to NASAO's new strategic plan to improve the reach and effectiveness of NASAO's advocacy efforts. Well, that's our trip around the patch. Now let's move on to the rest of the news. It looked like Paris Hilton was genuinely afraid for her life when it appeared the sightseeing plane she was aboard was going to crash. But it turns out that she was in on the plot all along. Her terror was faked, and she got paid $1 million for her performance. The stunt was for a show on Egyptian TV called Ramez in Charge. For the show, host Ramez Galal invited Hilton on a plane ride and then appeared to make the hotel heiress believe the plane was going down and that all the passengers had to jump out while airborne. She gave a very convincing performance, making people who watched the video believe she was genuinely terrified. While it appears Hilton still knows how to pull in the bucks, we fear her tailspin as a celebrity and actress may be unrecoverable, as she certainly hasn't made herself any fans in the aviation community with this fraudulent anti-aviation drama failure. Well, that's our program for today. Remember to get comprehensive real-time 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. Remember that Airborne Unlimited is streamed daily Monday through Friday, with additional breaking news bulletins for important stories that fall outside of our normal deadlines. Please join us and a growing roster of over 100 outstanding industry associations and organizations every weekday for the best in aviation and aerospace news from the staff of the Aero-News Network, the aviation world's most comprehensive news and information resource.